How to build a slate roof for your Gondor Mansion. Hi there and welcome to Good Enough Scenery, and today we'll be making the all-important removable roof for the Gondor Mansion. Let's get straight into it. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. To start off with this is EVA foam or Playmat Foam, whatever you want to call it. And I've marked out just 1 centimetre intervals because it's going to cut some 1 centimetre strips. That will be plenty. I've got 5 so we have this here, and we're going to be having this here at the side. This whole thing is 6 inches. This one is 7 inches, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just cutting lengths of that, and then what I've done is I found the central part of all of them, made sure that's all lined up, and then stuck them all on top of each other using super glue. And then you have 2 that look pretty much identical. Supporting part of the roof, and I'm using the 3mm MDF that I used for the floor. I have a mark here, and obviously I've got the marks here. So the roof is going to meet this point here and this point here. So this is 10 centimeters. But what I did was I held a bit of wood up and just marked it and then cut it. So I'm going to quickly score out some bricks on this foam, which is as simple as doing this, and then the door's going to knock. All this is me finishing off the scoring after I was rudely interrupted. And the bricks, I tried to do the same size as the ones on the rest of the build. The roof parts, I've painted this one side of it and the edge just with black paint, and that's resting on an old peanut butter tub. In terms of painting our sides, no need to do any sort of base coat, so I'm just going to go straight in with a dry brush. In terms of how I'm doing the dry brush, so I've got a bit of paint in my hand now. So I have a sponge, get some of that on there, dab off the heaviest of it. And I'm going to do that on both sides of both of them. What I've done here is I've taken one of the lengths of this stuff here, and I've marked in 1/2 inch from this end, just where the centre is there, and then I've placed one of these across like that, on its front like that, and I've cut off that bit there, and then I've just cut down vertically there. Okay, I have cut a large number of little squares. Some of them stay together, so I'm taking advantage of that. And these are going to be the roof tiles. Now I'm not going to roll these with the aluminium foam because I don't want them to look like stone, I want them to look more like slate. Is that I'm just going to stick them all in a row. I think occasionally I'm just going to do a slightly off center one maybe, because I don't want them to all look completely perfect. It's going to overhang the edge a couple of millimeters. And it's just going to use super glue to put these down. Be the super glue there like that, and then overlap it. I'll leave a tiny gap there, a bit of an angle. Stick this one out a little bit more. The next row of them, they are going to be like that. So they are going to be overlapping. I'm going to start with a 1/2 one, just because I want it to kind of look a bit more realistic. And you can just do it by eye, or you can go, right, this is the line that the tiles are going to go on, like that. You probably won't be able to see that, I can see that because of the light hitting it. And then just make sure that all my glue goes along that line. Or you can just do it by eye. Let's start with a 1/2 tile like that, and just make sure that it overlaps. Put in gaps if I want to, down if you want. And these roof tiles, all I've done with these is I've taken long bits of XPS foam. You'd have seen this when I was cutting floor tiles, and just run it through the hot wire cutter again and again and again and again and again until I had loads of tiles. Before we paint the roof, I'm just going to use a biro to, this won't come up on the thing, but you can, from my point of view, I can see where the lines in the tiles should be. So I'm just going to define these a little bit more, just by running a biro over them. And it also gives an opportunity to just create some damage into them like that if you want to. But in general, and obviously you can do some proper damage like that. Say that some of them have been a bit broken, adds a bit more realism, and all I'm doing is just pulling off the edge with a biro, not anything difficult. So the lines defined, bit of damage added, and next up, it's going to paint it. So I've just got some cheap, fairly bright blue paint. Now, because of the direction of the tiles, it's in order to kind of get it where you want it to go, it's better to kind of go across rather than that way, because where these are only at the top, it's really easy to snap them. Well, I haven't done it, but I'm guessing it would be very easy to snap them if you started painting in that direction. Yeah, not much to see other than me just painting this. And there we have our painted roof sides. Going to glue these roof pieces onto the other roof pieces. And the way we're going to do this is by putting beads of glue down here, having this like this, and then propping these up to be vertical. Go. Because a line. So get it up to the edge. This one up to the edge. And with the glue gun, you've got a little bit of, and that's pretty decent straight away. So put that to the side for 2 seconds. Do the same. And then flip it out. But basically that's going to be set now already. Going to make a piece to go over the top, and this is 21.4 centimeters, so that's going to be long enough. This is 20mm foam, so I'm going to cut a 20mm, making a square. Is this how I want to do it? I'm going to say yes, it is. Like that, but we want it to fit around this. So I'm going to try and make this into an L shape. How I'm doing this? Well, I'm kind of making this one up as I go along, which sometimes I do. I'm going to be bold and say 0.5 centimetre. There are no doubt easier ways of doing this. I need to do 0.5 centimetre from this edge here. Now the easy way to make this would be just to cut 2 pieces and have them kind of meet up, but I want the idea of it actually having a point to it, not 2 things meeting. I'm going to cut down with this. Like that. So the best way to do this might be to just to cut it off in chunks. Like that. If we do it all the way along, then we'll end up with a really nice roof. I don't know what those are called. Leave something in the comments if you know what those things that go on top are called. But yeah, I honestly think that will look great. Cut through. Oh, that was satisfying. So that, oh, look at that. Sometimes I amaze even myself. Because this is the outside of it, it has this kind of slight sheen to it. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to carve some tile things into it with a biro, and I'm going to paint it the same colour as this. Close to finishing off our roof, we're going to dry brush this now with some white. Adding more colour, adding more detail. So that has had nothing done to it, whereas this has been hit with the white. Right, I'm going to do the other side, maybe a bit more to the side I've started as well. Now come back to our piece here. It makes it prettier. So for this, I'm going to put a generous amount of glue all down here. Just make sure I get that down as far as it needs to go. Yeah, that's stuck already. The wonders of super glue. And that is our roof complete. So there you have it, the slate roof of the Gondor Mansion complete, and you can see it in place on the Gondor Mansion itself. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like the video, leave any comments that you've got, good or bad, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that when the next video comes along, whether it's the Gondor Mansion or something else, you can be one of the first to watch it. Back soon with more scenery videos. Thanks for watching Good Enough Scenery.